Beloved masters of the infinite heart, I come to you now upon a tide of sapphire light and golden fire, to speak of a quality that every soul is called to embody in these times of planetary transformation, courage anchored in divine trust. The earth is passing through a grand cycle of awakening. Old structures of fear, conflict, and separation are dissolving, and new possibilities of unity and love are emerging. Yet this process of rebirth often appears as turbulence, personal upheavals, collective challenges, and uncertainties that stretch the limits of human understanding. In such moments, the call for courage and trust becomes more urgent than ever. Courage, as I speak of it, is not the absence of fear. Fear is a natural sensation when you encounter the unknown or when familiar patterns dissolve. True courage is the willingness to move forward in love despite the presence of fear. It is the steady light that guides you through shadowed valleys, the quiet strength that allows you to take the next step even when the path ahead is hidden. Courage arises when you remember that you are not a fragile being adrift in a hostile universe. You are an eternal soul, a radiant spark of the Creator, supported by forces of love far greater than any earthly challenge. Divine trust is the companion of courage. Trust is the deep knowing that you are guided by a benevolent intelligence that weaves every experience into the tapestry of your soul's growth. It is the surrender of the small self to the greater wisdom of the heart. Trust does not require you to understand every twist and turn of your journey. It simply invites you to lean into the loving presence of Source and to believe that even apparent obstacles contain hidden blessings. Consider the great cycles of nature. The seed must trust the dark soil before it can break open and reach for the sun. The river must trust its own current as it winds toward the ocean. Likewise, your soul must trust the rhythms of its own becoming. There will be seasons of expansion and contraction, of clarity and mystery. Courage and trust allow you to navigate these cycles without resistance, knowing that each phase carries you closer to the full flowering of your divine blueprint. Many of you are now experiencing situations that challenge your comfort zones, changes in relationships, careers, health, or geography. These are not punishments or random misfortunes, they are invitations to embody your higher potential. When old structures crumble, new pathways appear. When familiar patterns dissolve, you are free to create from a higher octave of love. Yet the human mind often resists change, clinging to what is known even when it no longer serves the soul. Courage is the bridge that carries you from the familiar to the unknown. To awaken this sacred courage, begin by acknowledging your fears without judgment. Pretending that fear does not exist only strengthens its grip. Instead, bring the light of awareness to every anxious thought and every tightening of the body. Breathe deeply and say to yourself, I see you, fear. I honor the part of me that seeks safety. And I choose love anyway. Each time you name your fear and choose love, you reclaim a fragment of your power. Trust deepens through relationship with the divine. Take time each day to commune with the presence of Source in whatever form speaks to your heart through meditation, prayer, time in nature, or sacred music. As you open to this loving presence, you will begin to sense guidance in subtle ways, a sudden insight, a synchronous encounter, a dream, a feeling of warmth in the heart. Trust is not blind belief, it is the direct experience of being held and supported by a force greater than the ego. Beloved ones, I offer a simple yet powerful practice to awaken courage and trust. Find a quiet space and close your eyes. Visualize a sphere of sapphire blue light descending from the heavens to surround your body. This is my gift to you, a protective field of strength and clarity. Breathe deeply and imagine a golden flame igniting within your heart. With each inhale, feel the golden flame expanding, with each exhale, sense the blue sphere growing brighter. Silently repeat, I am safe in the heart of the Creator. I am courageous in the face of change. I trust the divine plan unfolding through me. Remain in this field for several minutes, allowing the energy to fill every cell of your being. When you open your eyes, carry this vibration into your daily life. As you practice, you will notice subtle shifts. Situations that once triggered anxiety will begin to feel manageable. Decisions that once seemed overwhelming will reveal a natural flow. You will feel less attached to specific outcomes and more aligned with the deeper current of your soul. This is the essence of divine trust, releasing the need to control and allowing life to unfold in harmony with your highest good. Courage and trust also invite action. Trusting the divine plan does not mean remaining passive. It means listening to your inner guidance and taking inspired steps, even when you cannot see the entire road ahead. The universe responds to your willingness. When you take one step in faith, the next step will appear. When you act from love, opportunities will align. Remember, beloved ones, the Creator works through you, not in your absence. In relationships, courage may mean speaking your truth with kindness, even when it feels vulnerable. It may mean setting boundaries that honor your dignity, or opening your heart to love after past wounds. Trust may mean believing in the goodness of others, even when society teaches suspicion. In careers, courage may mean pursuing a path that ignites your passion rather than one that merely provides security. Trust may mean following an intuitive nudge toward a new opportunity, even when the outcome is uncertain. In each case, courage and trust are acts of alignment with your soul. The earth herself offers many examples of this sacred dance. Consider the migration of birds across vast oceans, guided only by inner knowing. Consider the tiny seedling pushing through soil toward the light. Consider the tides that follow the pull of the moon. These are not random acts but expressions of trust in the greater rhythms of creation. You, too, are part of these rhythms. When you listen to the quiet guidance of your heart, you align with the same intelligence that moves the stars. Beloved ones, there will be moments when trust feels difficult. You may face losses, illnesses, or sudden changes that challenge your faith. In these times, remember that trust is not the denial of pain, it is the willingness to hold pain within the larger embrace of love. Even when circumstances seem harsh, the soul is never abandoned. Every experience carries the potential for growth, healing, and deeper connection with the divine. Let us journey together now in a brief visualization. Close your eyes and imagine yourself standing at the edge of a vast and beautiful forest. The path before you disappears into a misty unknown. Behind you lies the familiar world, comfortable yet limited. Ahead lies the promise of growth, freedom, and purpose. Feel the pulse of your heart as you take a deep breath. I stand beside you, my sword of light in hand, my wings outstretched in protection. I whisper to you, you are ready. You are guided. You are loved beyond measure. With another breath, you step forward into the forest. The mist parts, revealing a landscape more beautiful than you could have imagined. This is the path of courage and trust. As you integrate this teaching, notice the subtle miracles that unfold. Synchronicities will increase, guiding you toward the people and opportunities that align with your soul's purpose. New levels of intuition will open, allowing you to sense the next step even before it appears. Your dreams will become more vivid, carrying messages from higher realms. And through it all, you will feel a quiet confidence in knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. Beloved masters, your world is transforming. Old paradigms of fear are collapsing, and a new era of unity is emerging. This transition may feel chaotic, but it is the birth of a higher reality. Your courage and trust are essential to this collective awakening. Each time you choose love over fear, each time you take a step in faith, you strengthen the grid of light around the earth. You inspire others to awaken. You accelerate the creation of a world rooted in peace and compassion. I, Archangel Michael, walk beside you in every moment of this sacred journey. My sword of truth cuts away illusions of separation. My shield of sapphire flame guards your heart as you step into the unknown. Call upon me whenever you feel doubt or fear. I will surround you with the strength of the Creator and remind you of your own divine power. Take a deep breath now and place your hands over your heart. Feel the steady rhythm of life within you. Whisper these words with conviction: I am courageous. I am guided. I trust the divine plan unfolding in perfect love. Let this affirmation become the heartbeat of your days. Speak it when challenges arise, when decisions weigh heavily, when the future seems uncertain. With each repetition, you strengthen your alignment with the infinite. Remember always, beloved ones, that courage is not about never feeling fear. It is about remembering love in the presence of fear. Trust is not about predicting outcomes. It is about knowing that no matter the outcome, you are eternally held in the embrace of the Creator. Together, courage and trust open the door to miracles beyond your imagination. The path ahead is bright with promise. Step forward with an open heart, knowing that you are supported by the legions of light, by the wisdom of your own soul, and by the unending love of the Source. You were born for this time. You are ready. And you are never, ever alone. I am with you always, beloved ones, guiding, protecting, and celebrating each brave step you take upon the sacred path of courage and divine trust. And so it is.